Hi guys, how are we doing? So today we're gonna review a stone, a French honing stone, LUNE, the moon. So this stone was sold to me by the website called firststone.fr. So they're also the one manufacturing the stone actually. This is an old company that has been actually put back to life by this person. So let's have a look. Nice packaging. Very neat, I have to say. Really nice paper. Nice. What's that? Nice stamp. Looks like handmade. Very nice. This is the receipt showing that I paid for it. So for this one I paid 80 euros. So I'll show you the different types. So you've got 4 different sizes with this stone. You've got the 200 by 60 millimeters for 200 euros. You've got the 150 by 60 for 140, the 150 by 50 for 120, and finally the one I have, which is a 120 millimeter by 60 for 80 euros. Small stone, but should be good enough for the test. So it's really nice. You almost don't want to open it. So what do we have here? This is, it says bond guarantee, which is kind of the warranty. Yeah. So it's giving a summary of who is the company, and what they've done, what type of stone. So you can pause the video if you want to read it. You really almost don't want to open it, but yeah, we've got to see what's inside. So all these stones are coming with their slurry stone, coming from the same stone. This is a slurry stone. Very nice, nicely cut. Yeah, you still see the saw marks, and that is actually something that the manufacturer wanted to keep. And I kind of agree, it looks cool, it looks very vintage. And here is our stone, LUNE. Nice, very nice sticker, and it's kind of shiny and kind of a 3D effect on top. Really nice. Again, the saw marks. And one thing that is actually very unusual but really cool is the fact that the stone has been prepared, which means all the corners, angles, they've been broken in. So I won't have to do it myself, which is great. And that has been done on both sides. That is a really nice touch, I have to say. That's a really good move. Like, if you don't have that, you have to do it yourself, otherwise you have a risk of scratching your edge. Feels very sleek. Yeah. However, with most stones that I'm getting, actually not most, all stones, I like to check that they're fully flat. And usually, most of the times they're not. So to do so, we're gonna try now. We're gonna use a pencil, just draw a net on the stone, and we're gonna use the Atoma 400 diamond stone and lap the stone just to see if it's properly lapped and fully flat. Very nice, kind of reddish, dark red color. And I don't know if you can see it here, but even here, the corners and the edges of the stone, they've been angled. Really nice touch. I have to say, I'm really impressed with the way the stone has been prepared so far and the packaging. You've got really this premium feeling. And let's start the lapping of the stone. Yep. Well, that's it. It was done properly. Impressive. So you can just use your stone as is. You don't need to lap it when you get it. That's good. So now let's try to hone one razor. So I just basically cleaned and polished this nice Solingen 5/8 razor last weekend. So there is barely any bevel on it. We can have a look at it under the microscope to see. Really like the engraving done on this blade. Really nice little razor. So this is what the edge, if I can call it an edge at the moment, or bevel look like. I mean, I don't think there is any bevel anymore. I'll have to read the bevel from scratch on this one. So, as usual, we're gonna protect the spine of this razor. I really don't want to scratch it. It really looks nice, and there's a nice engraving on the spine too. And actually, the purpose of the video was to show you the LUNE stone. So I will just go faster on the video with the next two steps, which are the Chapter 1K and the Chapter 5K. So that's it. We've done the bevel, we've done the Chapter 5K, and now it's time for LUNE. So we're gonna start with the raising a slurry with an Asano Nagura, the Tenju. So Tenju is around 7K. Great. So no need to put a lot of pressure on that. We don't want to scratch the stone, and that it's nice slurry. Very nice slurry, I have to say. So as I say, I bought the smallest model, so we need to really make sure we have a nice move on the stone flat. So there's no need to go fast. We just need to make sure we have a nice move. Well, so far it's going quite well, I have to say. It doesn't seem to be a very fast stone, but that's not a bad thing. Actually, you can really control the different steps. Well, that's not a bad edge. We've got a nice, very balanced, very flat edge, which is not bad. So let's rinse the stone, remove the Tenju slurry, and now we can move to the Mejiro, Asano Nagura Mejiro, which is on 8 to 9K grades. Not too much pressure. Okay. So here I've noticed something. There is a little bit of red. So that's the red slurry coming from the LUNE stone. Maybe that it's not a very, very hard stone. It's a hard enough stone, but probably not as hard as my Jaina at the Nakama, which is not so much of an issue. Let's keep a nice move, flat on the stone. Little bit of water. The slurry became a bit dry. Yep, let's try the blade. Have a look at the beam. Perfect. And the microscope. Wow, so that's starting to look really cool now. Very nice. Yep, not bad. And now we will clean the material slurry and we are ready to move to our last Asano Nagura, the Koma. So the Koma is a very hard slurry stone, so really need to make sure that we don't put too much pressure on it, as we could potentially scratch the LUNE. The slurry will be a little bit more clear, and that's okay, that's what we want at this stage. That should give us a grit around 10 plus K. So at this stage, no pressure, just enough to keep the blade nicely flat on the base stone. So far this LUNE stone is really nice, I have to say. Quite impressed. Yeah, the beam is going well through it. Very nice edge. Not bad. Now we can rinse our stone and we're gonna go for the last slurry stone, the one really that interested me, the LUNE slurry stone. So coming from exactly the same stone. So it's a bit longer to raise a slurry, which is normal because it's supposed to be this way. And we're gonna raise a nice, quite light slurry. Okay, slightly different noise, but that's okay from the SNO. So far, that's not going too badly, I have to say. Yep. I think we're done. Let's try the blade. Let's make sure to not cut yourself. And have a look under the microscope. So this is it, the final edge. So it's not bad at all, it's really good actually. Not sure it's better than the Koma. It's definitely not worse. Bit different. But the real test will be very soon. So we'll clean the the razor, remove the tape, carefully remove any glue that could have stayed on the blade. Really like this blade, superb etching. Let's clean it. Let's dry our stone. We don't want it to get any cracks or moist marks on it. Nice little stone. Really like the sticker. Hopefully it's gonna stay longer with the water. That's not sure, but let's see. Now, the razor had 150 laps on a Kanayama strop. Let's see about the hanging hair test. Wow, that's singing here. Yep. Well, that's a success. I'd say we should have a pretty nice shave with this blade. And that's what we're gonna do right now. So I had a shave with this nice Solingen razor, and I used Murphy and McNeil soap, a really nice soap actually, and I am totally impressed with this stone. Really nice shave, really smooth. If I have to be detailed and picky, I would say that it's between a superb synthetic and a very good Janat. So really good. Should we buy this stone? Yeah, why not? It's a good stone, premium price, but really premium quality. So I would say, yeah, it's definitely worth having this kind of stone. Different size, up to you. And that's it. Hope guys you liked the video. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, I also appreciate if you could subscribe. And I'd say see you soon. Thanks, bye.